Okay, Kyle and JJ, when you're elected, one of you or both of you are, who knows? Who knows what might happen? How will you work with the governor, the State Board of Education, and both parties in the legislature to minimize or extinguish federal control of our schools in Colorado?
I would do that very heavily because that's actually one of my big issues. I'm going to take full responsibility for the fact that I didn't do so well in high school. But I also realized that I didn't do so well because of the system didn't work for me, so I decided to not really work with the system. I think we have thousands of kids not graduating every single year. That's because this old Prussian model of education that we have that's blanket everything, everybody has to do the same thing. It doesn't work for every kid. There are schools, there are private schools all over the place that are experimenting with things. We need to allow experimentation in our public schools because, man, our schools suck. They're really, really bad. So we need to start allowing experimentation. We need to start, any of the standards should not come from Washington, D.C. They really shouldn't even come from the state level. Again, with everything, more localized control usually gives it better results. And if you don't like this locality and how this school's district is doing, Ronald Reagan said, vote with your feet. You can move to other areas, and I believe that that's the great thing about this place is that you have little pockets of areas. I couldn't live in San Francisco. I love San Francisco. It's a great place to visit and eat, but I couldn't live there. There's plenty of places that I couldn't live. I choose this place because it's beautiful, because their opportunities abound, and because the people here really are great people. But we really need to do something about the education system. So Common Core is something that we need to start rejecting. Any sort of nullification, be it jury nullification or state nullification of federal laws, needs to be on the table, and people need to be informed about that. You have no obligation to follow an unjust law. I fully, wholeheartedly believe that, and I think we need to start recognizing that. We don't need to start throwing people in jail for telling jurors that they have the right to judge the law as well. The state legislature needs to start doing this. The people need to know about their rights. So all of these things, the more educated public is, the better we all are.
Thanks, that was fun too. J.J.?
Sure. Well, we look at Mason County School District, and the children go back to school August 4th. And it's all pushed towards the testing scores, and I think that, the way the schedule is set up now, they have a break in October, and then they have a 2-week break, and then they go back to school. And what's wrong with the traditional schedule? What's wrong with getting back to the basics of reading, writing, and arithmetic? Right now, a lot of the farmers in Mesa County face the fact that they don't want to take the time to train young people and put them to work in agriculture, as I worked in the peach markets, because the kids go back to school so early. So we're emphasizing everything around that testing score. And again, we've got the mandate from Washington, this is what you will do, or you will be cut off at the federal level on the funding issue. And I think we need to take a comprehensive look here locally and have more local control over this issue.